So first I wrote down in my diary that I want to know what meditation is. And I had no idea what it is, and you hear about it all the time. And so I just wanted to find out. And I was walking in Manhattan and I saw a flyer for meditation classes. And so I came to the class. And what really struck me was when I saw the video about Sri Chinmoy, that he is so many different things. That he's an artist, musician, philosopher, athlete, teaches philosophy, teaches meditation, and that really resonated with me. This is something that I wanted to do, was develop all the different sides of myself and different aspects, and I saw that this is something I was already doing in my life, and I just wanted to go further with that and deeper with that and develop that. But if I do have to answer how I chose to become a student or live a spiritual life, then I would say, I guess it's some strong spiritual experience, some inner experience that was much higher and deeper than other things that I have experienced. And I knew that I couldn't go back to living the way I used to, because it just wouldn't satisfy me anymore, you know. It's like if you graduated from high school and you're in college now, and if you have to go now back to high school, you feel like it's just boring, you know, it's just not fulfilling anymore. So that's what I felt, and I felt like this is the next step. But I guess on an inner plane or on a higher plane, I felt like it wasn't even me making the decision. It was my soul has made that, you know, move, that next step, and I just followed because I couldn't do it any other way. It just felt so natural and harmonious and fascinating. I would say spirituality is the most fascinating subject that we have on earth. And if you don't love it, if you're not living it, then I think that you can't go that far, you know. I think if you really love, you know, this subject of self-discovery or discovering what this world is all about, then that's what's going to push you to go forward, you know, or go inward, or, you know, strive for the truth, you know, to find out the truth. Starting out on the path, on the spiritual path, you know, I would say that my faith was so much stronger than the obstacles, and I felt like my faith was just carrying me forward through all the obstacles, you know. The obstacles, I think they're always in the mind, you know. It's the mind that doesn't understand some things, or the mind that wants explanations and answers right now, right this moment. But from my experience, when the faith is so strong, and I don't know where it came from, but I just had it, you know, I just had the faith, and it was so strong that I blindly went into the spiritual life saying, okay, there are many things that I don't understand, or I don't know how it will be, you know, but at the same time, I trust in the Supreme. You know, I know that this is my path, and so I don't need to know how it's going to be. I just know that this is it, and I know that I can't go in any other directions. We all have choices in life, right? We can just live any kind of lifestyle, but we choose this kind of lifestyle because we feel a fulfillment, and that fulfillment is what kind of pushes us to go forward and discover more things about this sacred relationship of a spiritual master and a student. My favorite aspect of Sri Chinmoy's philosophy. Well, for starters, I think that developing yourself in all the different directions, not limiting yourself, believing in yourself and going beyond what you think is possible. So running, singing, poetry, lecturing, giving meditation classes, I think, traveling, I think all these things are the things that really made me gravitate towards this path, maybe on a more human level. And I think these are the things that really help us grow spiritually, and it's one of my favorite things because you never know what you're going to be doing next. You might be really into music this half a year, but the next half a year you're completely not in that state of being. Maybe you just want to be quiet and read all the time, or just meditate, be quiet, and other times maybe you want to run and be so dynamic. So I think that when we have all these choices, then if one thing is not helping us now, we can switch, and then we can switch again, because like Sri Chinmoy says, change of activity is rest. So we change the activity, we're resting from the previous thing that we were doing, and we experience the newness in the new activity. And we can do it throughout the day, or we can do it throughout the year, or we can do it throughout the day and year. But it's like we have all these choices, and you try one thing. If it doesn't work right now, then you try another thing. But tomorrow, it could be the other way around. So I think it covers all the aspects of our lives, There isn't anything that this spiritual path doesn't offer. I can't think of anything that this spiritual path doesn't cover, So I guess that's the favorite thing.